Welcome to our 12th and final video in our series, A Path to Stability. I trust that you found this helpful, and I'm going to ask that you just check back. I may add videos at the end with additional supportive information, but I want to conclude this by talking about the role of meditation. Some call it present moment awareness. Some just talk about focusing on dwelling in the present moment. But I want to conclude in talking about the significance of that. And we've been talking about transforming pain, which is really important. And what I need to say about that is a couple of things. Transformation of your pain is not a matter of knowledge and intellect. You can know a lot of things and never really change. So it's not a matter of knowledge and intellect. Rather, it's wisdom and experience. Wisdom actually comes through experience. And so that's why throughout this whole series, one of the things that we've been doing is discussing. I've had you walking through exercises of breathing and settling in, because that is a critical piece in you being able to see where you really are and do the work that you need to do on your own life. So transformation is not a matter of knowledge and information, but rather wisdom in an authentic experience. Very, very important. You can know a lot of stuff and never change. Meditation, as been referring to, gives us a methodology for creating the wholesome, sane experience. I've said this before, but to live trapped in your head, to believe whatever stories float around without being aware of their source or whether they're valid, and having no acid test for managing your own mentality is really a dangerous game. And so many people are just lost in their own head, and everybody sees it except them. And so this time of meditation gives you the tool to create that space, because you're not caught up in your emotions. You're not caught up in your thoughts. You're able to, because you stop and you take the time and you settle in and you focus on your breath. Your mind settles down. Space is created between all of your thoughts. And that's very, very important, especially when it comes to transforming your pain. And let me also say this. One of the big challenges that cause people to stay stuck where they are is they are afraid of your pain, of their pain. They're horrified. I don't want to feel it. I don't want to go through it. Listen, when you are no longer afraid of your pain, it loses its power over your life. And when that happens, you can then transform it. The third thing that I want to say here in this concluding video is we've been discussing, I guess, a path to stability in a remedial way, because we're dealing with so many problems and issues and challenges. And I wanted to present something that would help us to get through that. If you know people that are struggling, having a challenge, or just want to maintain a healthy lifestyle, recommend the series to them. But having said that, as a caveat, let me also say this. Hadn't put much emphasis on it. I'll talk about it in future courses. Stability not only causes us to function in a wholesome and a healthy way, but it also aligns our lives for success. We very often become our own nemesis. We become our own worst enemy. Because we get checked by our own feelings, our thoughts, debilitating things that come from inside of us that keeps us from moving forward and achieving the things that we need to achieve. So stability not only causes us to function in a wholesome way, but it aligns us for success. If you want to be more productive, You want to earn more income. You want to scale towards your dreams. Managing yourself personally positions you for that, because you'll begin to stand in faith instead of fear. You'll begin to be positive and instead of negative. When things come and you go through things, they won't slow you down or stop you or make you quit the way they used to. We all are still in life. We have to go through things, but this process will help you become better on the positive side. That's very, very important. And so let me also say this, that meditation is ultimately not an activity. You said, well, you've asked us to stop and to breathe and to relax, close our eyes. It is an activity, yeah, but what happens is as you practice it in little pieces, little bits at a time, it becomes a lifestyle for you. You will literally begin to recognize thoughts when they come. That's the powerful thing about it. How many people on a whim of an emotion are in prison for life now? How many people on the whim of an emotion now have a kid that was not planned? How many people on an emotional whim spent money, did something that they would regret for years and years to come? One thing about it, you can never take a deed back. And so, because when it becomes a lifestyle, then what happens, you will begin to see you can walk in a more healthy, wholesome, sane way. If you were to get upset, instead of somebody else having to come and say, hey, don't be upset, you will be able to catch yourself, because the space will allow you to begin to manage your life. This is a great responsibility, this life that we've been entrusted with. Your gifts, your talents, your abilities, your love, your passion, all of those things, you are a steward over and in your life. And what you do with that becomes very, very significant. And so this path of awareness and being in the present moment will actually help you in a lifestyle to be a healthier person. You'll be a better communicator. You'll be less apt to assume that you know what people are saying and jumping to conclusions, and you'll be more apt to be a better listener. There are many, many benefits. If you study, whether you study in the Bible, you're studying inspired writings, whatever you're doing, with a clearer mind, your understanding will be raised tremendously as you will be able to see clearly and perceive clearly. Very, very important. So it has to become a lifestyle. So I want to end this series. I trust that you've enjoyed it. It's been a benefit to you. Go back, listen to it, make notes. But remember, only what you do is going to matter. You can go through, get all the information, take notes. If you don't sit, if you don't stop, like what we're going to do right now, I'm going to ask you just to stop, settle in, feel your body. Inhale and exhale. Relax. Be in the moment. Take some time and breathe. Feel your body make the adjustments as you breathe. Relax your shoulders. Feel the floor under your feet and be in the present moment. And I admonish you to, in the mornings, for a few minutes, before you go to bed, before your prayer time, your devotion time, take the time and spend being present. Again, I put out a monthly newsletter. You can sign up for that at rogerckelly.com. If you like the video, hit like. If you would like to subscribe to the channel, hit subscribe. You'll be notified when I add more videos. I will be adding many, many more. There are books that are forthcoming, special reports to help you move forward in your life. Thank you for taking the time, and you have a wonderful day, and we'll be in touch in the future.